Patton Sports Videocast is brought to you by Snap Laces. Snap Laces' elite lacing system was designed for world-class athletes. They come in hundreds of color combinations so you can perform well and look great at the same time. Buy a set online today by clicking through the top image on mopattonsports.com. LT360 is a health and weight loss company based in Brentwood, led by Coach Scott Oatsvall and Brent High. They have helped more than 700 clients in the last year get healthy, lose weight, and feel better with an all-natural program and simple approach to exercise and nutrition. LT360 offers free health and wellness seminars each week. For more information, visit their website at lt360.com or call them at 615-312-8244. Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, Nashville's answer to fast, friendly, healthy comfort food. With a menu featuring assorted grilled meats, fresh veggies, and a dash of inspiration, Taziki's casual dining is perfect for lunch, before a movie, or a dinner featuring laughter and great memories. Originality is our nationality. With 7 Middle Tennessee locations, one of them is near you. Check www.tazikiscafe.com to select your nearest location and next favorite dish. Welcome into Patton Sports Videocast. I'm Maurice Patton. We are down here at Summit enjoying this weather. Man, it's fantastic out here. Summit is on spring break, as is all of Williamson County, but the baseball team isn't. They are playing behind us here against Franklin, and in a few minutes we're going to catch up with Chad Kirby. We're also going to catch up with Amanda Potts, the softball coach down here at Summit. But before we get too far away from basketball, I want to let you know we've got the Basketball Coaches Association of Tennessee's East-West All-Star Games involving some of the top seniors in the state. Set for Saturday over at Blackman. The girls' game is at 2, the boys' game is at 4. Got a lot of mid-state players that will be playing on the East teams in both games. The West teams are primarily Memphis, but on the girls' side, you've got from Jackson County, you've got Cassidy Allen. From Van Buren County, you've got Lakeland Bolden. She's a UTC signee. Ashley Chu from DeKalb County, one of our previous Patton Sports Players of the Week, is on the team. Rossview has both Haley Kroom and Mickey Head playing in the game. Janya Farrell from Pickett County and Tristan McClellan from Pickett County will both be in the game. Kayla Jarrell from Greenbrier, another one of our previous Players of the Week, is playing. Keely Lamb from Livingston Academy. Carly Short from Hendersonville will both be in it. So is Sarah Pierce from Community. So be sure and check that out. That game's at 2 o'clock. Coaching the East will be Brent Smith from Pickett County, Scott Moore from Smith County, and Justin Woods from Rossview. In the 4 o'clock game with the boys, on the East side, you've got Brad Allen from Rossview, another one of our Players of the Week. You've got Cade Crossland from White County. Ross Cummings from Creekwood is a big Mercer signee and one of our Dirty 30 selections. Kyrie Elder from Cane Ridge. Yalen Reed from Station Camp. Cedrianus Wilson from the host team, Blackman. All those guys are Dirty 30 preseason picks for Patton Sports as well. Austin Douglas from Cheatham County will be playing in the game. Nick Hopkins from Fayetteville, the Class A Mr. Basketball, is also on the East roster. So some of these guys you've probably not had a chance to see over the course of the season. You're going to get a chance to see them all in one spot Saturday over at Blackman. The girls' game is at 2, boys' game is at 4. Coaching the boys will be the East boys is Troy Bond from Oakland and Rob Edwards from Clay County. So again, if it's this nice out, I'd understand if you skip it, but again, you may want to try to check this out because it's a great collection of players in one spot. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, want to catch our final Patton Sports Snap Laces Boys Basketball Player of the Week coming out of last week's state tournament over at Murfreesboro. Root Manyong, the junior post player from over at Whites Creek. In 2 games over there, he averaged 17 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 blocked shots. He was a beast inside for the Cobras. In the quarterfinal win over Westview, he had 13 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 blocks. In the semifinal loss to Brainerd, he had 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 blocked shots. Root Manyong, the 6'9" post player for Whites Creek. He's just a junior, so you can check him out again next year. He's our Patton Sports Snap Laces Boys Basketball Player of the Week. Hey, when we get back, we're going to catch up with Chad Kirby, the baseball coach here at Summit, and we're also going to catch Amanda Potts, the softball coach. We'll be right back. John Mayer Builders proudly sponsors Patton Sports Videocast. With over 1,500 homes built in Middle Tennessee, John Mayer Builders knows the importance of families and communities. They have numerous business awards to their credit, proving that John Mayer Builders is built to win. Like them on Facebook. John Mayer Builders, our reputation is building.
Southern Athletic Fields originated in 1996 when Bill Marbett formed a company specializing in baseball and softball field materials. SAF has since grown and now has sales reps to cover over 12 states with products servicing many outdoor sports. Southern Athletic Fields takes great pride in working with our customers to achieve the best athletic field possible. Visit our website at www.southern-athleticfields.com or like them on Facebook. Dirt, you gotta love it.
Great teams have talent. They also have the necessary tools for success. BSN Sports delivers these tools whether your team needs uniforms, apparel, or athletic equipment to achieve greatness. Just like a winning teammate, BSN Sports is there for you. Their unmatched service ensures that you have best-in-class equipment for championship-level performance, plus uniforms and athletic apparel from the best brands in the industry to look your best when hoisting your trophy. The law practice of Allen D. Hall, PLC is grounded in providing exceptional legal services with the utmost trust and integrity. Legal services Allen provides include employment law, confidential investigations, general business law, risk management, and regulatory policy interpretation and drafting. Ultimately, if you need consulting solutions, Allen D. Hall needs to be your choice.
As promised, we're here with the Summit baseball coach Chad Kirby, and it's spring break down here in Williamson County, but apparently it's no rest for the weary down here with the Spartans. You guys have played a 3-game series this week against Franklin Big District Series, and then you're going down to finish the week at the Jim Painter Classic down in Columbia. So just talk about the scheduling aspect of things. Like I said, no spring break for your guys. How tough was that for them?
Well, they kind of know we're going to play. I mean, whether we're playing here, we're going somewhere, we're going to play. This is actually my favorite week of the season. I mean, they don't have to worry about school. I don't have to worry about school. We come out, we get the field ready, and we get to play, and then get up the next day and do it all over again. It's kind of like spring training, but with 3 games that count,
Right.
But I love it.
Yeah, and I was checking on the games this week, and I had texted you earlier in the week to find out what days y'all were playing. I didn't think to ask what time you were playing, and I come to find out y'all were playing noon games all week this week. Interesting twist with spring break. Like you said, you can do some things a little differently.
Yeah, and we understand that the crowd's going to be light anyhow because the kids are gone and a lot of the Spring Hill community's gone anyhow. So there's not going to be a huge crowd. So we like to play at noon, and that way give the kids the afternoon and the night off. I know past few nights all the kids have gone over different houses and they've ate together and everything. So it's give them a little bit of a break from it.
Okay. You guys, as I said, just finished a 3-game series with Franklin. You took 2 out of 3. They came down and got y'all Monday. You went to their place in 9 innings and got them on Tuesday. Won a 4-0 game here on Wednesday. But it kind of looks like, looking over this district, that there's a lot of parity.
Oh, every year. I mean, last year Ravenwood ran away with it a little bit. Well, they didn't really run away with it. Centennial was right there the whole time, and the year before that it was us and Brentwood. But this is my 9th year, and and it's like that every year. No, but I don't think anybody's going to run away. I mean, this 3-game series, it's a lot of fun. By the time you get around the Wednesday game, there's a lot of intensity. Both teams kind of don't like each other anymore by the time Wednesday comes. But yeah, there's talent all throughout this district, so it's going to be tough. Every series is going to be tough. We
talked with Justin Intrican over at Blackman in a previous video cast, and the David Price rule where you play the 3-game series, and so it kind of tests your pitching. How do you like that as opposed to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or other type situations where you can get more games that count out of your bigger arms?
I love it, and that's the reason why, because we have built in one of our bylaws is the regular season winner automatically advances to the region. So in my mind, if that's what we're going to do, then we got to figure out who the best team is, and not who's got the best arm, but the best team. I know the road to the state tournament is set up after you get out of the district tournament for that big arm. I mean, but I love it. We vote on it every year. I always vote for the 3-game series. Scheduling's easy. We're 5 minutes from each other. The kids know each other. They play together. They played together growing up, and for the most part, all of the coaches we get along too. It's a lot of fun.
Now, spring being what it is in Middle Tennessee, and you run into weather, I mean, that's just part of it. How often do you not get the 3-game series or all 3 of the 3 games in over your 9 years? How does
No, we that's another one of our rules. You got to get it. You have to get it. We all district games must be played before our district meeting. We put that in there. So we try to schedule real light on Thursdays. That way, if we do get rain or whatever, but we'll come back and play a doubleheader. If Monday gets rained out, we'll play 2 on Tuesday. If Tuesday gets rained out, we'll play 2 on Wednesday. So we try to make sure we get those games in.
Obviously, it's tough to talk about Summit baseball without talking about your freshman, Chris McElvain. But before we do, tell me about some other guys that you're really excited about with the Spartan team this year.
A lot of guys. I mean, I know you mentioned Chris first, and he's probably going to be the guy that everybody talks about. But Chris is one piece of this team. I mean, he's a part of it. He's not the team. And he don't think that way. We don't think that way. We don't ask him to do anything. We're not going to ask anybody else. But you got Will Dalton, our center fielder, and our leadoff hitter. I mean, he's probably, in my mind, he's top 5 players in the state. I mean, he's that good. He's gone to San Jacinto out in Texas. I think preseason they were 3rd in the nation. So it's a good program. Davis Jackson, he's another one of our middle infielders. One of our relief pitchers does a great job. Reed Johnson's our Monday starter on the mound. He's a big arm as well. Wade LaPiccolo, our 3rd baseman. He's a 3-year starter for us, and he's our Tuesday starter for us. Levi Hood's our catcher. He's a 4-year starter. So I mean we've got some players. It's just about all of us doing our part each day.
When you talk about, you mentioned Wade as a 3-year starter for you mentioned Levi as a 4-year starter for you behind the plate, those kind of guys are kind of rare, aren't they? I mean, guys that can step in and contribute and start as freshmen and sophomores.
Well, some of it was because they were good enough, and some of it was because of we're starting brand new. We didn't have a lot of people. I mean, first year here, I mean, it's only been 5 years. 5 years ago, we had 17 kids on the team.
That's not the problem now, is it?
No. I mean, we can be a little bit more selective now, but most of the time, kids aren't ready to play in this district till they're juniors.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they're overmatched, and Wade was overmatched as a freshman. He did a little bit better last year, and we expect big things out of him this year. Levi was overmatched. Levi was a 5'6", 125-pounder playing. Now he's 6'3", 180. So I mean, he's kind of grown into the role, but it's
and if you know his dad, you're not surprised that he grew into that.
Oh yeah, and when he was a freshman, his brother was a senior at Page, and we would play him as, golly, Levi, why can't you be his size, But and he is now, and we're expecting big things out of him.
Yeah. Chris obviously is a kid who had committed to Vanderbilt before he played a high school varsity game. Just talk about what he brings and what you see in him.
He's a competitor. I mean, he's. I had to settle him down a little bit today. I mean, I love it about him. What's the old saying? You can't push him. It's better to be able to pull him back a little bit than have to kick him in the butt. But Chris is not somebody you got to kick in the butt. I mean, he's an intense player. He's a competitor, and he's good. I mean, he just is. He's a good player. He's not only a good pitcher. I mean, he's a good baseball player.
You talked about this District 11 AAA. It's a meat grinder. You talked about Ravenwood and Centennial last year. Yourself and Brentwood 2 years ago. Who are some teams that you feel like kind of stand out in this district this time around, or are there any standouts?
Well, I mean, from just looking at score, Centennial. I mean, they're crushing people. I mean, they beat that Franklin team 10-0 in a game, and that Franklin's good now. I mean, I think Franklin's good.
Mm-hmm.
Ravenwood, everybody's gonna be good. It's people talking, oh, you're the team to beat. No, we're the team to beat tonight because that's who you're playing. But tomorrow night it's somebody else because it's tough. If I had to bet my life on it, I don't know who I would take right now. I mean, it's still early, and you look at Brentwood. You got the Bell kid. They said he was throwing 94 the other night. I mean, I don't know how you hit 94. I don't even
You
know
never figured that out in Marshall County?
Yeah, no, I don't know if I've ever seen 94. I guess we'll see it next week. But you know, and then the left-hander at Independence, he's great. He's going to Memphis. You know, and then our guy. I mean, you know, Rob at Centennial's got 2 guys that were all first team all district last year, and they're back.
Right.
So it's and I'm sure Teddy at Ravenwood's going to have more arms. He always does. I mean, school that big, there's going to be some talent on the mound.
You know, broadening things out a little bit. You're 5-2 after winning this series against Franklin. One of your losses was to Franklin. Your other one's to Columbia. You play them in the Jim Painter Classic later this week. Who across the mid-state would you go watch if you weren't playing necessarily?
Well, I'll go and watch Columbia anytime. I love the way they play. Coach Pickle, if he's not the best, I don't know who is. I mean, I really listen to him, and that's the reason we play him. I try to steal everything from him. I mean, he's a good friend of mine, but he's good. Siegel, I mean, we played them last year, and I was talking to somebody the other day, and they just talked about how big they are. Siegel's going to be good. Mount Juliet's always going to be good. You know, it just.
I hear Mount Juliet's got about 5 arms that are going to sign somewhere. Is that?
We played them a few years ago, and we were in a tournament. It just seemed like in the tournament we followed them every time. There's a guy out there, 87, 88. So good. I'm glad we're not playing them today. The next day they got another guy, 87, 88. Man. Surely they can't have any more. Then we come and play them. They got to be out of pitching. No, another guy, 87, 88. It's just a great area. And, you know, high school baseball's grown so much that it's fun. I mean, it really is. People are starting to put a lot of time into it.
How much does the college scene have to do with that when you talk about the Vanderbilts and the MTSUs and the Belmonts and the other schools that are having so much success around here? How much does that impact the high school scene, do you think?
I think it's tremendous. I mean, you know, when I was playing, you know, forever ago, it was if you were any good in Marshall County, you were going to Middle Tennessee. It didn't matter. If you had any talent, that's where you were going. You know, that was before, you know, Belmont and Lipscomb became Division I. And to tell you the truth, when I was growing up, I didn't even know what Division I was. I mean, it's just, you play college baseball. I didn't know there was different levels or anything. But now you got Belmont's good, you got Lipscomb's good. You know, obviously Vanderbilt, you know, they're a class on their own. But Middle did beat them last night.
Exactly.
So, but it's the junior colleges around here are good too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Columbia's going to the World Series. I mean, it's just in this just small area that you got in Middle Tennessee. I mean, it's some great baseball.
Don't forget about Cumberland either.
Oh, every year in the World Series, yeah.
Chad Kirby, the veteran Summit baseball coach. Appreciate him spending a little time with us. When we come back, we're going to chat with Amanda Potts, the softball coach down here at Summit. We'll be right back. And I'm about to.
Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, Nashville's answer to fast, friendly, healthy comfort food. With a menu featuring assorted grilled meats, fresh veggies, and a dash of inspiration, Taziki's casual dining is perfect for lunch, before a movie, or a dinner featuring laughter and great memories. Originality is our nationality. With 7 Middle Tennessee locations, one of them is near you. Check www.tazikiscafe.com to select your nearest location and next favorite dish. At National Playmakers Academy, developing NPA athletes comes in threes. NPA develops its student athletes' academic, social, and football-specific skills. Next, NPA develops them for better exposure today, recruitment tomorrow, and college education through scholarships for the rest of their lives. We are proud of the outstanding athletes we have developed. We are more proud of the college graduates we have prepared. Work with National Playmakers Academy for developing gifted athletes into productive citizens. As an All-State agent in Murfreesboro, James Knight knows many local families. His knowledge and understanding of the people in this community helps him provide customers with an outstanding level of service. He helps families like yours protect the things that are important: your family, home, car, boat, and more. He's proud to work with a company like Allstate. As a small business owner, he understands the importance of building a solid foundation for the future and developing long-lasting customer relationships. When you leave his office, I hope you'll feel confident, informed, assured, and satisfied in your choices, the way you should feel. Logo My Logo continually beats the competition by 3 points. Service, expertise, selection. Beyond promotional products, Logo My Logo delivers incredible service to its clients. Their service is only matched by their marketing expertise in presenting their clients in the most professional light. Logo My Logo's broad selection means that their clients have multiple options to communicate their brand strongly. Premier marketing solutions require service, expertise, and selection. And Logo My Logo keeps finding a way to win by those 3 points.
Hey, we're back down here at Summit. We've got Amanda Potts, the softball coach, and off air just a second ago, our videographer Charles Pulliam was giving her a little grief. This is one of the few times, Coach, that I'm actually taller than somebody I'm talking to. So we really do appreciate you coming on.
I'm glad I can make you feel good.
Hey,
about yourself today.
and I appreciate that. Hey, appreciate you coming over again. I know it's spring break and you guys didn't have a lot going on, but you know, you're 3-0, so maybe you deserve a little bit of a break.
Yeah. We had a good week last week, that's for sure. We had a lot of girls, played with a lot of heart, and yeah, we just felt like they deserved it. They needed a break.
Coach, 3-0 in the district, and I'm sorry, 3-0 overall. 2-0 in the district, and scoring runs in bunches. I mean, did you expect the offense to be as far along this quick as it has been for you here over this start?
Well, you know, it's been a rainy start to the season, so what we've really had an opportunity to focus on in practices is, because we've been indoors a lot, is on our hitting. So yeah, I think I definitely was hopeful, but they definitely surpassed my expectations for week one.
Okay. 11-2 over Ravenwood, who is always around the top of District 11 AAA. 17-4 over Franklin, who is without their big stick, Libby Sugg, who is killing it out at BYU. And then 14-4 in non-district play against Spring Hill. You got to like those numbers.
I do really like those numbers. I think the thing that impresses me the most about our girls is that they're just playing with such heart. We have our senior pitcher, Casey Turner, is doing a phenomenal job on the mound for us, and but we're also a really young team, so we have a lot of newcomers that are producing for us, and I think that's attributed hugely to our success this last week.
Yeah, when you've got newcomers like that, it makes it all the more important, I guess, to get that senior leadership out of a Casey Turner, does it not?
Definitely, very important, very crucial. She gets fired up on the mound, and then they fall in and want to score more runs for her and give her that buffer. So that's kind of exciting to see.
Now you've played 3 games. You're on spring break this week. What's coming up for you of note here over the next little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we got more district play coming up next week. Independence, I think we got when we come back on Tuesday. And we just, you know, I think our game plan is just game for game. We want to see us gradually make improvements and what we're practicing, and then good things will happen.
Okay. All seriousness, did you consciously decide not to go anywhere for spring break? I know some folks go off or find tournaments or something like that. Did y'all just?
Usually what we do is we'll either play a tournament at the beginning or a tournament at the end of spring break, just to kind of, because I always want to give them some time off. We've already, you know, been going for quite a. Thank you, Bubba. We've already been going for quite a bit of time, and so they really do. They deserve, and I think they need that break. I'm finding a lot lately in softball is that we're having a lot of burnout. Like, a lot of the girls are getting to the point, and I think it's a difference too in girls versus boys sports. But you know, we have some girls that are playing 3 sports, and so they're going straight from volleyball straight to basketball, and then, you know, ending up in softball, and it's just a lot for any of them. So we looked at it, but with it falling with Easter this year, it just didn't work out for us. So we did consciously make the effort to just give them some time off and come back, and they know that we're going to hit it strong on Monday in preparation for Indy on Tuesday.
Okay, so get your rest, Lady Spartans, because when you get back Monday, you're hers.
Good practice.
Tournament play, you got any big ones coming up here in the next little bit?
Like, what tournaments are we going to?
Yeah.
We're going to play in the. Gosh, we're going to Waverly.
Okay.
I think we're playing in the I think it's called the Commando Classic. We get a couple of tournaments coming up. Yes, sir.
Okay. You talked about Casey Turner. Who are some of your other players some of those young players that you were excited about?
Yeah, Yeah. No, our whole freshman group is truly amazing. They have such, like I said earlier, everybody has a heart for the game, but especially those young ones. And so really, so far, Autumn Anderson has been huge. She's starting for us on shortstop. Caitlin Woodside coming up. She's starting for us at third base. We've got Olivia Bartol, who is she's our, I was telling you about our freshman pitcher. So she's our freshman pitcher, but I could put her in anywhere at any time and she would produce. We've got Erin Elliott, who is just an amazing freshman. She works harder than any girl I think I have, and wants it and loves it. She's our second string catcher, and then we had one that was hurt, so she hasn't really gotten to play yet. But McKinley Jackson is going to be huge, produce huge for us in the future. So just a lot of talent in our whole program.
Patton Sports Videocast is brought to you by Snap Laces. Snap Laces' elite lacing system was designed for world-class athletes. They come in hundreds of color combinations so you can perform well and look great at the same time. Buy a set online today by clicking through the top image on mopattonsports.com. LT360 is a health and weight loss company based in Brentwood, led by Coach Scott Oatsvall and Brent High. They have helped more than 700 clients in the last year get healthy, lose weight, and feel better with an all-natural program and simple approach to exercise and nutrition. LT360 offers free health and wellness seminars each week. For more information, visit their website at lt360.com or call them at 615-312-8244. John Mayer Builders proudly sponsors Patton Sports Videocast. With over 1,500 homes built in Middle Tennessee, John Mayer Builders knows the importance of families and communities. They have numerous business awards to their credit, proving that John Mayer Builders is built to win. Like them on Facebook. John Mayer Builders, our reputation is building.
As competitive as this district is, putting that many freshmen in the fire that quick, any hesitation as far as that went?
You know what? Actually, no hesitation at all. I mean, these girls are players. They're in it. They love it, and they have, like I said, they've come out and they've played solid defense and helped contribute on offense. And so, I really had no reservations at all about putting them on the field.
Okay. Spread it out just a little bit, broaden it out. Talk about this district, because it usually is, again, it's Ravenwood, it's you guys, it's Dickson County, pretty tough district. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the way it shapes up this time around?
Yeah, no, we always, it's a great, it's kind of a blessing and a curse, because it's a great district because it makes you better. I mean, it pushes you to be better, but then at the same time, it's tough competition, and on any given day, any game could go either way. I think Dickson is at the top as always, but then, you've got Ravenwood, you've got Franklin, you've got Brentwood. I mean, it's just a tough district all the way around. So, we're going to keep rolling. We're going to keep doing our thing, playing Summit ball, minimizing mistakes, maximizing offense, and then I think we'll fare pretty well.
Sounds good. Yeah. Mama, we're going to let you run. Amanda Potts has got duty to take care of. I'm Maurice Patton. Want to thank you all for checking in with us on Patton Sports Videocast, and we'll see you at a ball game real soon.
Yeah.